Three coaches of Dadar-Puducherry Express derailed near Matunga station in Mumbai on Friday night after its coaches brushed against another train on a parallel track. So far, there have been no reports of casualties following the accident. Services have been impacted. 7 trains have been cancelled. 5 trains have been terminated shortly. The incident took place a day after the 169th anniversary of the first run of a passenger train in India.
तीन कोच डिरेल हुए थे, उसमें से 2 कोच ऑलरेडी रिरेल कर लिए गए हैं। सिर्फ एक कोच का काम बाकी है जो अभी चल रहा है। और इस बीच में हमारी जो डाउन लोकल और अप लोकल लाइन, ये दोनों ऑलरेडी चालू हैं और उसकी डाउन और अप लोकल की पूरी सर्विसेज वर्क कर रही हैं। जो अप थ्रू लाइन है, जो कि पीक डायरेक्शन है, उसको वी एक्सपेक्ट कि इन अबाउट एन आवर वी शुड बी एबल टू हम इसको क्लियर कर पाएंगे। लेकिन डाउन थ्रू को रिस्टोर करने में थोड़ा और समय लगेगा क्योंकि इस पर अभी कोच है। तो हम इस पर अप थ्रू पे कुछ सर्विसेज चालू कर देंगे ताकि लोग यहाँ मूव कर सकें। कुछ सर्विसेज को हमें पीछे टर्मिनेट करना पड़ेगा मुलुंड में, फिर वहाँ से लोग अपना बाई रोड मूव कर सकते हैं। तो एटलीस्ट मुलुंड तक वो सर्विसेज अवेलेबल रहेंगी।
Going across to our correspondent Abhishek, joining us from the very spot where this mishap happened. Abhishek, good morning. First of all, take us through the details. Show us the visuals around what exactly is the status of restoration works.
Yeah, definitely. You can see at the left side of me, that's the first, you can see the local that is coming from the Matunga side is going towards Dadar, and this is one of the line which has just now been operational. And as the local pass by, there is, I will show you that out of the 3 coaches, 1 coach is still on the derailed and work is going on in full swing so that the coach should back on the track and the restoration work will be done as fast as possible. See, as this local has passed by, I'll tell my cameraman to zoom a bit and show you the restoration work which is currently going on. This particular coach which we are seeing right now is part of the 3 coaches, out of which the 2 have already been re-railed and pulled back to the yard. And this coach, which is the work is going on in full swing, this needs to be back on the track and needs to be pulled out. And this is an important line when it comes to the fast line in the central railway. This connects Matunga and Dadar and across this central line. And speaking about it, as soon as this work is being restored, the main fast line between Matunga and Dadar will be operational, and it will become convenient for the Mumbaikars to travel back again. And speaking about the incident which happened yesterday, the incident happened at 9:45 when 2 express trains collided with each other. And at the same time, after the collision, the train which was heading towards Puducherry from Dadar had last 3 coaches derailed. And what we see behind me is one of the coach of the derailed Dadar-Puducherry train. And at the same time, no injuries were reported. Over the night, there was restoration operation. Evacuation of the passengers were done, and all the passengers from the train were deboarded. At the same time, Central Railways also told and assured all the passengers that their ticket will be refunded in the next 3 days possible. Second important update is General Manager of Central Railway has ordered a probe, an inquiry into the entire matter. What went wrong, how these 2 trains came on the same track, whether there was a signal issue, whether there was a technical issue. This is all something which needs to be probed. At the same time, when it comes to many trains have been cancelled or short terminated, rescheduled from the central line, either from Pune or the many peculiar stations. And at the same time, what we are also coming to know is that, this line, which is very prominent line and the fast line, it will be restored in next 1 or 2 hours by 12 noon, and things will be back to operational. And one of the important update that we is that none of the passengers who were traveling are being injured, though they have to face hardship because evacuation work was on and they were deboarded, and several important trains have also been cancelled. And as you can see around, the work is going on in full swing, and what we expect is by 12 noon the restoration of this line will be done. And the important part, because Mumbai local is a very important part when it comes to central line, because several commuters are traveling, and today being a Saturday, definitely there are many private offices which are operational, and the traffic, the entire traffic of this fast track has been diverted to the slow track. So definitely trains are running very not in the normal pace, but it is causing hardship right now. But Central Railway is at war footing, and they are claiming that by 12 noon things will be restored. Back to you.
Right, very important updates Abhishek is giving us and our viewers, of course, because today is a Saturday. It is a matter of relief that not many people will be taking these lines and these trains, but still it is a matter of concern that services have been impacted. But as Abhishek was updating us, that it will take another 2 to 3 hours to restore this entire line. Still, one coach out of all three is still on the track, and the restoration work is underway. Abhishek, coming back to the probe point that you had raised earlier, it is a matter of a great concern that such a collision took place in the heart of the city. It is one of the most busiest stations of the city of Mumbai. Any timeline that has been set by railway to complete the probe to ascertain what really caused it?
See, as far as, what we are coming to know from the sources, because general manager has ordered a probe that is not on record, or, there is no probe on paper, because we also heard the bite. He said that we have ordered the probe. Timeline is something which needs to come out, and such kind of incident happening in Mumbai is of a grave concern. And, you should remember, we also reported few days back when the Central Railway Union Minister, they came out with a strategy that, how two trains which can come into on a same track, the accident or the collision can be avoided. Such kind of technology was there with the Indian Railways, but such kind of incidents happening yesterday, and we saw that how it happened. But we were fortunate enough, Mumbaikars were fortunate enough that none of the passengers got injured. But this is a serious lapse, and it needs to be investigated on the part of the railways. When it comes to definitely Central Railway, a probe has been ordered, and we need to watch out what went wrong. What we're coming to know from the sources, that definitely a signaling issue was something there, that the train Gadak Express, which was need to leave, was given a wrong signal, and it came on the same track along with the train which was going towards Puducherry. So both collided, and this incident happened, and last three coaches got derailed. But we were fortunate enough that none of the passengers got injured. But looking at the probe angle, we will have to wait and watch what comes out in the probe. And the timeline is very important, yet to be decided, because this will be an example for future that such kind of incident should not happen. And also imagine if such kind of incident would have happened with a Mumbai local. I mean, this would have caused many lives. Definitely a probe should be done, and it should come out the cause for it, and we should learn a lesson from this, and this should not be repeated back.
Certainly. Abhishek, thank you so much for getting us all those updates. So we will be going back to Abhishek for all the updates on the restoration work which is underway. As far as current scenario is concerned, it is still on, and also it will take around 2 to 3 hours for this line to be restored.